Hello everyone and welcome. I'm your host Tonkatsu Wu. Also, let me just adjust the music, but welcome everyone. I'm your host Tonkatsu Wu, and tonight it's just gonna be a work day. And while I'm working, I'm just gonna be well, first off, I have a lot of things that just happen out of the blue, so let me get things right into order. So first things first, because let me get this all situated because I have a lot of images I need to put up, but I'll first say this. So first things off is that today, within this stream, I'm gonna be doing three things. One, I'm gonna be studying because that's what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks, which is one giant exam coming up for me probably around April. That's my main goal to taking it. Second thing is, I'm also going to be doing some like YouTube stuff ideas where you'll probably see it up on my screen, where it's going to be a mix between like some studying cheat sheet I'm going to be using, and at the same time I'm also going to be doing a bit of YouTube thumbnails or ideas that I've just been making, because I have another computer on my standby which I'm going to probably be editing videos. I just like to have a lot of like devices around with me just to help out with like my weird cravings, because I can't focus. I can't focus when I only do one thing. So I like to multitask. And knowing how much like video stuffs can put a strain onto me whenever I just like, because I get into a deep in like lockdown syndrome for it, where I just like lock into it and just kind of like chill. So I'm just gonna be playing that. Also, let me just also adjust some other things. But yeah, so mostly today, I'm just going to be, like, working on some stuff. Let me also... Wait, hold up. I didn't realize this. There is so much sound. There you go. So, you guys might be wondering, what the hell is going on with my screen? So, because of how I'm, like, essentially just working on, like, a lot of different projects today, I'm essentially just putting up a bunch of screens for you guys to just, like... It's up to you guys. You can guys either like study with me or do your own shenanigans, or you can watch the ducks, because I don't know any good places, or like what are those things called, those like filler screens where you would sometimes see like the Subway Surfers or like those brain rot content. But to me, I don't like brain rot. I like nature stuff. I want something that's like, it's like a live camera view, or something like it's so nice to like see. So I was between ducks, and I didn't want to like stream another person's video of like live footages, because I don't know how YouTube works in that sense, and I feel like that's gonna hit with me like a copyright strike. So I'm playing the safe bet and just like using ducks, because I like ducks and they're kind of funny. So it's gonna look a little bit kind of weird, since it looks like those ADHD kind of like screen, but I'm trying my best not to make it like that. But this is the main thing that kind of popped up into my head. So yeah, sorry, not sorry. I don't know. But anyway, so those are the work I'm gonna be doing. I do want to mention that. Oh my god, I'm going all over the place with the order. Okay, so this whole week I wasn't able to stream because three things came out unexpected to me. One, I had surgery on my teeth, so I had trouble speaking. That's why I didn't post up any videos, because I forgot I had surgery on that day. So right now it's been like past 3 days. I'm healing post 3 days, so my gum's a little bit messed up, but now I can talk properly. Only downside effect is that like I'm using like this mouthwash that kind of like burns my tongue, so I'm just gonna be drinking a lot of water, since I think it kind of makes my tongue very dry. Second thing is, I had to do like my EMT refresher course, where it's essentially a school where you're just refreshing yourself. Like, I had to do this, it's required, so I can renew my license, and so I can go back to applying job searching, since I'm done with my program. So I'm hoping to get money and experience by essentially being a very, very, like, I don't know. I find ambulance, from what it looks like to me, like a lot of like, it's kind of like just like a kind of like customer service in a sense, because you're gonna deal with like shitty people the whole time, but not everyone is shitty, but you're gonna find it. And It's probably gonna be like a little like whatever. I gotta do it. I gotta do that stuff. But yeah, well, that's like being. That was the second thing I had to do, and the third thing was I think I got myself lost into like my studying track because I didn't realize how much I had to do a lot of memorization key, and with all those three mixed in together, because Jesus, some of them was like 8 hours, 9 hours straight. Oh, welcome, welcome. thank you for thank you for the subscribe, but yeah, like that's essentially what I'm just doing. I'm just gonna be working. Main plan is just you're just gonna see a lot of like strange text up on my screen. If you guys know medicine, you probably understand what I'm doing. If you guys don't know, I don't mind talking about it because hey, I gotta study, I gotta do something, man. Like I'm internally like in a sense of struggle, just trying to figure out where to even start. It's better to start somewhere than nowhere. So let me first grab the first things. But yeah, I do apologize that I haven't been consistent though, because yeah, I don't know, life is very hectic for me. There's always like weird, strange situational cases that even I don't recognize. So I'm just like, you know what, screw it. Like if shit happens, I don't know what to do, man. Like I'm just like I tackle it firsthand. Like I kind of don't come pre-plan at this point. Since if I do pre-plan it, I get so stressed out about it. Okay, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to make it boring. Since let me be honest with you, this is a working stream. I'm just gonna be doing like my own shenanigans, my own junk. So if you guys don't have to pay attention. You're just gonna hear me go crazy or talk to myself. If you guys want to know, you can always just message into chat. But I'm not gonna like force you guys to like see it. Heck, you guys can just stare at the ducks. Like that's why I had that screen. I do wish I had I don't want to dox myself, but in the future I do want to make myself like a nature garden because I do like watching wildlife or natural stuff because they're so fun to see. It's like so amazing. Boom bop pal, you understand the future, trust exactly. That's just how I see life. You see it, you react to it, and then yeah, you don't question it later. That's yeah. But yeah, like I do wish I had like a natural spot. I do want to like find myself like a nice like nature kind of scene. Like I do like I thought about aquariums too, but those are tough to handle. I'm still not at a good position in my life to like raise another animal. Or no, sorry, to raise any animal at all. So that's why I'm like, I do like animals, but I don't have the money to afford it. So the moment I do have money, I do plan to get myself like a bunch of pets. I do want to make myself not like I don't want to make my house into a zoo, but I do want to like raise maybe 2 to 3 types of animals, like a frog, a dog, and maybe I don't know. Part of me wants to raise a mouse, but then again, I gotta. It's like me just saying it out loud without taking the repercussion of how much time and commitment it is to take care of them. So I gotta first be at a comfortable position in my life where I'm like, you know what, I got time to take care of this. You know, we'll see how it goes. That's my first thought. Let me see. Kinetics 1/2 b naught plus bf 7 But yeah. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even staring at the ducks too, so yeah, you guys will probably have to keep me posted on what's happening with the ducks. But I do like this. Okay, now, first priority of the work. I need to stop, like, getting myself distracted. Okay, let me see. I hate physics. I haven't done physics in a long time, so let me see if I can find my book for it. I got screwed over when I did physics. I did physics when it was the era of COVID, so everything was like messed up. Where is it? I have too many books. Everywhere I have it. Books and books and books and books. Where's my physics? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, like I did physics during the era of like COVID. So I did it when I was studying abroad, quote unquote, studying abroad, because it was all digital. It's essentially a Zoom link where you have to wake up so early. To them, it's like 10 a.m. or 12 a.m. 12 p.m. Whereas here, where I'm from, it's like around 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. And I hated waking up so early. I still don't like waking up early. I prefer being at a night shift or afternoon. But that's just me. I just don't like mornings. It always hurts my head. But because of that, I am now kind of suffering the repercussion because physics is... I'm not bad at math per se. I do know calculus. But physics, I mean, not all physics require calculus. It just depends. The level I'm supposed to be at doesn't require it. But the problem is just the fact that, like, let me see. It always screws over my head with all these terminologies. You see all these symbols. It's like I'm reading Greek. Well, not Greek, but like a new language. And then I think about it and I'm just like, what was it again? Because, like, it's the same thing with chemistry. Like, every equations you see is supposed to connect with each other. From, like, chemistry, math, science, physics. My god, I see all these numbers and I'm just like, is this actually what it says or is this something different? Like, I know this, like square root k over m. I think k is for kinetic? No, it's not kinetic. Coulomb? No, not Coulomb's law. See, I'm getting chemistry mixed up into this. Okay. Let me see how I'm gonna first tackle this. Oh yeah, Ohm's law, power, P. Okay, let me see. Do I remember any of this? I am kind of working a little bit out of order since I've just been working on psychology. Psychology is just straight up memorization. You remember like 8 like old dudes from the century and then the exam's gonna be like, oh, you see this old person. Who the hell invented functionalism? And you realize there's 3 of them who did. Shit, do I really want to start physics now? I want to go back to psychology actually. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I'm going to psychology. This shit is hurting my head. This shit is hurting my head. Okay. Yeah, we'll do psychology. Let me find my psychology terms list. I've been very lucky enough to be using so apparently in the medical someone told me when studying for the MCAT there is a very nice deck called Anki deck called Miles Down. Now, those of you who don't know what Anki is, it's essentially just Quizlet or flashcards, but it's very effective in the sense it times you. Not timing you as in like, oh, you gotta memorize this within like 10 minutes. It's more like they give you a card and they're like, okay, now that you see this, it's like, let's essentially have you start using this card. Like, what is 1 + 1? And then you're like, you first flip the flashcard 2 and you're like, oh, okay, that's pretty easy. And you say there's 4 levels. Can't remember what was it? Again, hard, good, and easy. Now, the reason why there's these 4 buttons is to help you tell yourself like, hey, if it's very easy, I don't need to see the card for a day or so. And it won't show you until the next day when you use the flashcards. Because if someone keeps on telling you things again and again and again, you kind of memorize it for a short time, but honestly, you don't really memorize it fully. Unless you're like super aware and you're like, oh shoot, like I gotta memorize this again and again. So what's nice about Anki is that it kind of set its own auto timer where it's like, oh, in 5 minutes, you don't know this word. So we'll come back and test you the word again after 5 minutes. So you go through your 10 list of cards, then bam, that word you didn't remember comes back and it's like, okay, what is 1 + 1? And you're like, shoot, what was it again? And it starts forcing your brain to memorize things. Now I'm being all like nerd and techie and all that stuff, but it is very helpful. You know what? I'll pull up the Anki deck. Like, I think this one's free. This one's free. This one's free. Like, you can find this on Reddit. I found this called Miles Down. It's a very popular Anki deck. Let me switch on over. Jesus, how many ducks am I getting? I'm like getting more and more achievements out of this. Anki deck. Is this the correct one? Let me see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah. So this is the Anki deck I'm using. So Miles Down, like, it doesn't belong to me. It's free use. Anyone can use it. If you guys want to look at it, go ahead. There's pros and cons to it because some of them is very helpful and easy to use, but others is kind of like, it's not that good. It's like, it's kind of a, how do I call it again? It's kind of like a iffy sense, because the MCAT is essentially like the SAT, but more difficult, since not everything's guaranteed to be there. You don't know if it's gonna be in it, you don't know if it's not. Who knows? Who knows? They might even throw out the most like obscure questions that you have never seen before. But you do know it. You just need to, it's like, you don't see it at first value, but it actually does come out. So I'm just gonna be, so like for example this, like, you see how there's like these different time zones they come out? Let me make sure to organize off my screen. Jesus, I have so many tabs up. I'm like going all over the places. Okay, let me see if there's a way I can like make this very appealing to the people's eyes. There you go. So you see how on the screen at the very bottom there is a timer. Now, like, for those of you, like, I know, like, I have like some people who are like kids who are like, oh, I hate studying is so shit and all that crap. Like, I do agree with you. I don't like studying. It depends on also what I'm studying. Like, oh, sorry. It depends what you consider as studying, though. That's how I trick myself. Like, I don't like studying. Like, oh, you gotta do math problems all the time. Like, I gotta know how to figure out this. Like, I gotta memorize this I and write it down and spell it, and there's multiple choice and all that shenanigan. When you think of that way, think of it this. When you play a video game, to be fair, you're actually studying when you're playing a video game. Studying is, how I like to think of it, is you're learning something new. You play a video game, you play Elden Ring, and you deal with like such a difficult boss, right? And it kicks you in the ass, and you're like, shit, man, like, I can't kill him. He's so hard. Well, you can do two things. You can just throw the game away and be like, oh, fuck, I hate this game. I'm gonna play, like, I don't know, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, or some other easy game, like Minecraft. Heck, well, anyway, some other game. Or you can, quote-unquote, study Elden Ring, or learn Elden Ring. That's how I like to think of it, because when I think of studying, I don't like it. It just makes it so sound bad. Because you look at it, you go over it, you're like, hey, this boss, I realized, when he charges his body up, like, holds it up, it's a pause, and then throws down. Like, he takes, I don't know, 2 seconds to do that. Flashcard number 1, when he raises his arm for 2 seconds, he drops, that's, like, when to dodge. Like, you drop after 2 seconds. Same thing with studying. You're kind of like memorizing specific patterns or things in this information, and you keep on doing it repetitively again and again and again. Now, in video games, you don't really see that sense of repetition kind of come out because, you know, you're having fun. You're so brain dead with all this stuff. Like, it happens to every game. Even if you play like the easiest, not easiest game, you play like Fortnite to like Apex to Call of Duty. There's always different patterns and stuff that causes you to memorize and attack. That's how I like to see studying, or that's how I try to see things in life. Not studying, but just learning. Now, right now, I'm just trying to learn. This is psychology. There's these time sequences. This is how I feel like it has been been proven for how long it takes for someone to memorize stuff. Because, for example, like, here, I'll do it again. The blink is the minimum difference in magnitude between two stimuli before one can perceive the difference. Now, that sounds like such a mouthful, right? I'm like, shit. Okay, minimum difference in magnitude. Okay, magnitude means, like, a huge level of, like impression or something big, kind of. Minimum difference in magnitude between two stimuli before one can perceive the difference. The blank is the what? So I'm trying my best to like figure this out. Seems like I don't remember. I think I have a guess being like maximum threshold stimulus or something. Difference threshold. See, now you're like, okay, I know these words. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. Still don't understand it. And I look over difference threshold. Okay, what exactly is it? Smallest amount of change needed in a stimulus before we notice the change. Okay, difference threshold. That makes more sense. But if I come back to it and I just keep telling myself difference threshold is minimum difference in magnitude. Difference threshold, minimum difference in magnitude. I could keep doing that over and over again. but that's gonna hurt my head. 2, it's probably gonna be a short-term memory. Like, I'm gonna do it once in the exam and then forget about it. And 3, I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna hate this. So this is what's nice about Anki, is that you kind of memorize it, and you're like, you know what, it took me a while again, and it just disappears. You go to the next one. You keep on going, keep on going, keep on going, and after 5 minutes, bam, comes out, and you're like, do I remember? Do I remember this? And it forces your brain to actually start memorizing. Now, this is really nice for anything you want to memorize. You want to memorize a language? Anki's very good for that. You want to, heck, you want to memorize, like, attack patterns for video games, but you don't got the time, like, to play it, actually, and you gotta be away. There you go. Also, what the fuck is going on? Wait. Why is there aliens in here? Okay, anyway. But, like, yeah, like, it's very nice. It does help your brain, try to encourage it. I do like Anki, because I had to use this so much when I was in my program, my graduate program. Oh yeah, I forgot to eat. So that's why I have food. So I'm just doing this. Like, I try to memorize. I try to, like, get this all adjusted. It's not perfect, but it does get the job done. I'm just worried right now because psychology is very... I thought it was only about the brain. Like, you know, like, there's a psychology. So we have to understand, like, information about discrimination, bias, racism, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, you know, like, either like acts of, like, how social activities, to even, like, mental disorders, to even, like, what else was there, and a social construct or social perceptions. But apparently there's more. There's, like, it's essentially, to me, I feel like psychology is now becoming more about anything connected with the brain. So, like, your muscle movements, your eyes, your vision, your cranial nerves. I'm saying a bunch of different terms that some people don't know. But essentially, it talks more about how exactly are you moving. And anything the brain does that's connected. The main thing. Oh, yeah. Rivers all says that justice also different person is proportional to the length of the... Is this the threshold? Oh, magnitude. Okay, see? Like, they even source it. Some of these information you can just, like, find online, too. Khan Academy. The blank is the minimum stimulus energy that would create a single large enough in size and long enough duration to be brought into awareness. I don't know why. I keep saying threshold difference. Threshold difference? Threshold of consciousness perception. Consciousness perception. Okay. See, this is what I've mostly just been doing for the past, like, week. It hurts my brain, but after a certain point, it starts to remember. Okay. Rods are photoreception into retina that detect for... Rods are supposed to be... Okay, so there's a color, and another one was color and contrast. I think this one might have been rods and cones. I think rods was color. Oh no, light and darkness. Oh, it was contrast. Oh, light and darkness. Okay. Rods are light and darkness. Cones are for the color. Okay. C for cone, color for C. Okay, see? That's how I start to try to memorize things. I try to find any sort of patterns to help me memorize it. See, there's more different ways to kind of study. You can either study just by making simple connections, like, oh, both have C's, cones to color, C's for C's. Rods, light and dark. I try to think, well, what do I think that's like a rod? A lightsaber, maybe. Lightsabers for light and dark, because I think of a lightsaber as a rod. That's how you, like, you want to try to make as many new info or easier connections for yourself so you can memorize stuff. The problem is I have to do, like, 200 of this. I think there's a total of... How many slides are there here? Sorry, let me double check. Deck. I have to memorize a total of 807. Yeah. See? There's a shit ton of stuff. Wait. Deck. Oh man, unnerving. Chapter 1 midterm. See, like... the right side of things is that above Like, this is all miles down below. Anything above the miles down, that's just my pre-programmed stuff. I had more, but it's on my other computer. So I'm just using my main PC because it's so uncomfortable having a main PC for this. Blank is the clear water fluid that fills the space between the cornea and lens of the eyes. I think this was the iris. No, aqueous humor. Shoot. Okay, iris is for the color. Okay, aqueous humor, because aqueous for water. Aqua, aqueous humor. Okay. See? Cones are... Okay, this one's color. See? Cones for color. Like, I start to memorize this. Problem is, it's a while. Wait. Controls the sight. No, this one's... Wait. It's either iris or retina. Iris? Yeah, iris. Iris. There we go. There we go. Iris is for changing the size. Retina's for the quality, I think. See? The blink is the minimum stimulus that will activate a sensory system. I want to say maximum threshold, was it? Absolute threshold. See, it's connected. I don't say it fully, but I'm getting there. Absolute threshold. Okay. Because that's the thing. Some of them, I'm mixing it up. Blink are sensory nerves that responds to stimuli. I think it was sensory... Wait, blink... I think it's called stimuli nerves. Some of them are, yeah, sensory. Okay, sensory receptors. There we go. Receptors. I knew this one, but I mixed it up. Because I know some of the terms can be... Biology can be both complicated and simple. Like, oh, what is the thing that can respond to it? Sensory receptor. See? It's just... It always hurts my head whenever this happens. Okay. Blink are enlargement along peripheral nerves that transmit signals to the central nervous system. Blink are enlargement along peripheral nerves. Okay, peripheral nerves. Peripheral nerves is like your hands and arms. Like outside. Hands, legs, arms, anything outside. Central is like your chest. Center. Peripheral, outside. Peripheral vision. Transmits signals to the central nervous system. So center, okay. Or enlargement along peripheral nerves that transmit signal. Is it spinal cord? Oh, sensory ganglia. Oh, it's this thing. Okay, yeah. This is the spinal cord. This is the DRG, dorsal root ganglion. It's just, think of it as like your senses. Like, these are little nerves. They go like, think of it as wires. Like, whoever, like think of Five Nights at Freddy's, okay? This is the endoskeleton, or in this case, your spine. This is your spinal cord, that long thing. And then inside each of those little, like, bones of stacks on top, they have this thing called, like, as you can see it, a neuron. This whole thing is a neuron, I think. Yeah. Synapses is just the location where they make that gap. Do correct me, because biology is... Sometimes if I know... I mean, I haven't done this on an actual patient or on person. I haven't seen this on an actual patient. Everything is just book knowledge. And it depends. Some of them, we try to learn the whole thing, but the things I know is just enough for basic med school or MCAT stuff. So yeah. Synapses, dorsal root ganglion. Okay. So sensory ganglion. This whole thing is a sensory ganglion. Okay. Projection areas that are areas in the four lobes, frontal, parietal, temporal, occipital. Those are the parts of the brain, 4 different sections of the brain, where blink occurs. Projection areas. Shit, what was projection areas? Is that the vision? No. Projection areas. Family font, just me and the ducklings. Oh, okay. What is this one? Okay. Sensory processing occurs. Wait. Oh, sensory, because it senses things. Projection to area. See, some of them, I don't fully understand it, but I try to make it close to it. That's just how... At least this is like test taking strategies. Sometimes there's going to be a question you have no idea about. So you have to make the best of it and try to like You can try your best to memorize the whole thing, but there's so much materials they can just give to you. You can't like memorize the whole thing. That's like telling someone like, okay, you're gonna prepare for the SAT. Memorize every question, every topic of biology, every topic of history, English, and like you'll be good. Like, Jesus. Okay. Blink provides a binocular cube that facilitates depth perception. I know this is part of another eye. Retinal disparity. Oh, binocular. 2. Okay. Depth perception. Okay. Retinal disparity. Blink refers to the effect of non-sensory factors such as experiences, motives, and excitation on perception of stimuli. Okay, that one I don't know actually. Signal detection theory. Oh, okay. Signal detection. Oh wow, that just sounds like type 1, type 2 bias. Okay. Signal detection theory. Okay. Blank cells processes motion. Is that muscle? Muscle cells? Oh no. I hope it's not DRG, dorsal root ganglion cells. Sorry. Magnocellular. Oh no. Okay. Magnocellular. Oh. Okay, magnocellular. Interesting. See, these are terms I don't know, but it's gonna be the end, that's for sure. Horizontal and amacrine cells integrate signals from the dorsal root ganglion cells and perform horizontal. Okay. Amacrine, I think that's a hormone. No, if it's a signals from ganglion cells, motion, edge sharpening. Okay, well, I'm just gonna learn what edge sharpening means. Okay, let me look it up. What does edge sharpening mean? Edge sharpening definition. Edge sharpening refers to the process of mating the cutting edge of a tool sharp. No, for biology. A biological process that refines and clarifies the boundaries between different regions of cell type, often by amplifying differences in gene expression. You know what? Cat. Light photoreceptors, bipolar cells, ganglion, optic nerves. Yeah, horizontal. Oh, so that's what they mean by horizontal connection. Okay. So it's like a linear process. Okay. Right. The purpose of the horizontal connection is that, let's say, one photoreceptor is activated, the corresponding may inhibit its thing. Oh, so it's kind of like a regulator? Edge sharpening? Okay. Edge performing sharpening? Okay. Interesting. Huh. The blank structure gathers and filters incoming lights. Is this retina? No, that's cornea. Okay, that's cornea. Parvocellular cells processes movement? No, that was the other one. Shape. Oh. Parvo. Okay. Huh. So magnocellular is the location. Parvo is shape. No, is it? Yeah. One's shape, one's environment. Huh. The eye structure reflects incoming light to focus in its retina. Eyeless was the adjustment for this stuff. Hello, how are you? I'm new here. Are there any rules I need to follow? So the rules, it's usually down below on my stream description, but just to give like quick context, I'm very chill about my rules. It's just main thing is don't try to spam a lot of stuff. I do like a 3-time amount for spamming, and that's it. And usually backseating for games, when it's like when usually you can backseat me in a game when I usually ask for it. I'm very vocal about it. And last thing is just like just try to be nice to people. I don't try to bring up like political or try to be hatred towards anyone. It's more towards just, you know, just chill, don't be a jerk. That's pretty much my role. I don't I haven't done this in a while, so I'm not laughing on you and any one of you. It's I find it Wilson. It's been a while since I've been able to do something like this. So I'm just like happy, kind of like laughing. That's why I'm like, oh, I haven't had this in a while. I kind of appreciate this. But yeah. Okay, I made sure to read them. Thanks for letting me know. So how are you? I am doing well, kind of. I am learning a lot about the body of the eye while there's a bunch of ducks going around. This is the weird thing, because on my screen, I have like my flashcards right in front of me, which is the screen you see on the bottom left. And my whole screen, that's like full screen, is what you see on the top right, the ducks. And it's just spinning around while I'm staring at some flashcards. So, I mean, it's kind of distracting, but at the same time, I've been so focused on my vocab terms that I kind of just like forgot about it. But yeah, it's essentially just a chill, relaxed stream. It's just a study stream, so take your experience. The body of the eye. So like it's the anatomy. Like for example, the blank eye structure reflects incoming light to focus in on the retina. I think that's either cornea or no, it's cornea, isn't it? Lens. See, so I'm doing biology. I am prepping, as I like to call it, the death of my existence, but essentially I have to take a big exam around April, so I'm just studying for it. That's it. Also, I'm glad you're well. Thank you. But yeah, like I'm essentially just studying the parts of the human body, because that's what my big exam is going to be about. The exam I'm going to be taking is called the MCAT, which is, you can think of it as like if you guys know, it's like the SAT but on crack, but more focused on biology. But if you guys don't know the SAT, just think of it as a exam that every pre-doctor needs to take. Like before you get into medical school, you got to take this exam. Like that's how they base it on you. You got to reach a certain score to get even accepted. But there's like other factors, but it is one of the big requirements. So yeah, you see this. Are you studying for a college class or a high school class? This is higher than college. This is like a how would you call it actually? I guess postgraduate. Yeah, not post. Yeah, postgraduate or graduate class, because it's always weird. I've always, at least for me and how I talk to people about it, we usually call med school or medical school as like its own term, but then I have to realize, wait, no, medical school is a graduate school essentially. It's like a graduate specialty school. I guess that's a much better term. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Higher than college. Yeah. No worries. No, I'm always surprised by that. Like there's like some topics like I never really thought about it before. It's like we've always just said it so many times over and over again. It just becomes like yeah, it's med school, and they're like, oh yeah, it's med school. That's how it's like whenever I talk to like the people I have to go for the field. They're like, so what are you planning to do, Woo? And I'm like, you know, med school. Med school. Med school. Yeah, med school. Instead of like, oh, is that a post college? And I'm like, oh yeah, it is, huh? But yeah, that's how it's like. I mean, there are some parts where I think after like 30 minutes more, I'm gonna start working a bit on my YouTube script. But yeah, But yeah, you can just enjoy, vibe. If you want to study along with me, you can. Or if you got some work to do, no worries. You're just gonna hear me just like talk to myself a lot. Blank is the idea that our eye processes color, form, and motion at the same time. Our eye process. Wait, is this another theory? Oh no, it's parallel processing. Oh, parallel same length processing. So yeah. So what's new in life besides the studying? Well, I finished, well, other than studying, which is like I finished an EMT refresher course, but today I've been able to start cleaning up my room a little bit. I've been so stuck into for the past 3 days. I was like studying, finishing up I wanted to renew my license, and I realized like because I was so focused on just like finishing up my license refresher course, I kind of made my room a little bit messy. So I was able to clean up my place a little bit more, and I am also a little bit excited for today because now that I'm done with a lot of stuff, I am planning to get back into the YouTube grind set and maybe buy myself some food because I'm a little stickler. Like I like making food, but there's times where I'm just like certain foods I just don't want to make because of how much time commitment they make. Like one of the food I made before was pizza, and it took so much time that at a certain point I just started craving pizza a lot, but like outside food. I'm just like, damn, these people make this so much. It took so much time, but goddamn, this pizza tastes good. It's always like that. Oh yeah. Oh, nice. Always nice to have a clean room. Exactly. Like, it's always a tough thing. My mind is always crazy in the sense of like, I tend to have like a messy room, but I know where everything is placed. And there's certain points where I'm just like fed up with it, being like, you know what? I just want to clean my whole area. I don't want to deal with this like memorizing where exactly my keys are, my wallet, and then my where's my glasses? Because I also wear glasses, and I'm like, where is my glasses? I'm blind. Well, not totally blind, but I can't see that far away. It's like everything I look is at 480p when I when I look too far across. That's how it's like whenever I don't have my glasses. If I see something close, it's like 780, 1280. But if it's like far away, I'm like, shit, man, everything's like 480 or 360. They're all like blurry on me. Can I ask if you do any writing by any chance? Let me think. I have written stories before on a different forum page. I used to try to, what was it? Let me think. What kind of writing have I done? So I used to write like, I had two things. Like, usually it always fits on the mood, but I have written like a, not like a, I think I had a phase where I was writing like edgy stuff, but I did also write like it was very similar to like Hunter x Hunter mixed in with like One Piece. I've made those stories before. I think I have like a chapter of it. I have it saved on my like doc. Cause like I had a phase where I read too many manga and light novels that I got very fed up with how the current like there's some good mangas, don't get me wrong, or stories that I haven't come across, but the moment I do, it's like super good. But like it reaches to a certain point where a lot of the stories being produced is very cliche or repetitive, or I've seen it before to the point where it's like I see a story happen, something chaotic happen, I can already predict like what's going to happen. Like, oh, this guy, he's actually the dad, or oh, this guy is going to betray the group, or all that stuff that I ended up starting to write as my way to be like, you know what, like, why don't I make something interesting? And I think I posted it once at a different website of stories, but then I went into hiatus because I think that's the story I wrote, which was like super edgy, but I had like an idea of how to formulate it, but I was being so like critical with myself, being like, you know what, no, like, why doesn't it do this or maybe this and this, that I kind of went to a pause for a long time. I don't know if we come back to it, but yeah, some mangas are very cliche, and like, oh, okay, Oh, I asked because I have an idea for a short story. If you want to, I would love for you to write it while I help out. I have an idea, and if you want to, I would love for you to write it while I help out. And same, I need glasses. But like, I do appreciate it, but I haven't done writing in a long time. Most of the time nowadays, like, what I like to do is I just like I do story scripting for my YouTube stuff. That's the most writing I kind of do. It takes a while because I have the ideas for it, but what I struggle with is the editing, because editing, I'm not too far expertise into it, and I thought about hiring an editor for income, or I thought about paying an editor for it, but I don't have the money currently. That's why I wanted to do my EMT job, so I can both get the experience for my potential future career, but save us some money to invest into my YouTube stuff. Because now I'm just like I see YouTube as my hobby. I do want to one day make it into a job, like if it's nice if it becomes like my job livelihood. Let me see, parallel motion. But like, it's something like, I'm like, when I see YouTube, I just take my time with it and go with the flow. But yeah, story wise, it's like, let me think. Story wise, yeah, it's been a while since I've done that, because a lot of the stories I like to make tends to be more like I like underdog stories, but I also like I sometimes like but I don't like like if I see solo leveling's not bad. It's something like I like because it does a lot of glazing. He's so OP. He just like one shots a lot of things, and it's like, yeah, I don't need to think about it. Like there's no like some sort of huge drama moments, kind of, because like it's like, as long as he's here, he's gonna kill everything. It's like One Punch Man. There you go. I like the One Punch Man shtick, where it's like you develop the characters, but you also have the main character super OP, and it's so interesting because it's like, it's not like it doesn't involve conflict, but it's more like you get time to know about the other character, and finally when you get the main character who's so OP come in to kill or to help the world or something, like it feels nice, because it's like, shoot, like there's actual build-up climax, and you know, it's like, it's not every time it has to be a moment of like, oh, the main character's getting stronger, developing. Like, I don't mind those, but I feel like I kind of want a different formula of just like, I like the strength and values of like characters and stuff. I think I just want a different value of like shonen tales. There you go. Shonen tales. Oh yeah. Sorry, and I'm the exact opposite. I love editing. Oh, no worries. Like, usually, like, whenever I edit and all that stuff, I think, to me, like, I always have like some big sort of like ideas just going into my head, being like, oh, I like doing this, I like doing that. Like, I'm kind of have like the I guess I call it the ADHD kind of mindset, because like I'm all over the place whenever I try to edit or come up with stuff. It's not always bad. Also, can increase or decrease our receptor siblings. Is that the receptors? No, sensory adaptation. There you go, sensory adaptation. But yeah, the blink is essentially membrane that lines the back of the eye. That's the cornea, isn't it? Oh, retina. Jesus, I keep mixing up retina and cornea. But yeah. Oh yeah. Blink is the minimum threshold of magnitude between two stimuli before one can perceive the difference. That one is the I think this one is the, not minimum threshold. This one is the absolute threshold. No, threshold differences. Yeah, threshold differences. Yeah, there we go. I'm getting better. Okay, that one's good. The blink is the minimum stimulus. But yeah, like that's how it's like. But yeah, I don't know. We just read. But do you want a TA? No. I do appreciate the offer. I feel like I don't want to, like, this is the thing. When it comes to editing and all that stuff, I feel like I don't want to hire, or not hire. I don't want to get an editor just yet, because one, I have no funds to provide, and I feel like it's kind of like, I don't believe in the notion like, oh hey, I can edit you for free, and like I'm just doing this just to gain myself experience. I don't like that notion. Or maybe it's okay for like a first couple of weeks, but like I don't like that notion because I feel like it feels very like not manipulative, but kind of like I feel like I'm taking advantage of someone because of that. So I always try to like make sure like the moment like I do want something and I know I have the financial capabilities, then I'll be like, you know what, like I'm gonna hire someone, or I'm gonna see how this person's like too. Plus, like whenever I try to do like editing stuff, I always try to talk to someone, like try to see if we're able to vibe well too, because there's some things I like in an edit that I can't force another editor to do. You know, you don't. It's like a relationship in a sense. Like I don't want to force something or someone to do something they are either one uncomfortable with, and two, it's not part of their style. It's like asking an artist like who makes like cartoons to be like, hey, I like your art. Do you mind doing a 3D image of IRL stuff? And they have like no experience, or that's not their type. I don't want to do that.
And that's why I'm trying to be comfortable. Well, tell each other our most embarrassing story. You don't have to participate, but do you want to hear mine?
Honestly, sorry, I'm like trying to eat, but I'll say this. If you don't feel comfortable to talk about it and you see it as an embarrassing story, you don't have to do that. For me, I just talk about whatever. That's how I go off about it. Like, my main notion is chill, just be relaxed. I'm not like, I'm just studying. I'm just studying while watching ducks. So, just essentially, my only words is just like, don't try to trauma dump, because you know, like I'm not a professional for that, and I don't think I am the best capable to like help out for it, because how I like to think is what works for me. So I don't know if it applies or works for you, but like, yeah, just take your time, just like relax, enjoy the stream, enjoy life. I mean, I'm like eating, well, because I haven't ate anything, and I'm also studying too. So like, I'm trying my best not to give you like a half-assed answer, since I like my my mental capability at the current moment is just like so out there. Let me see.
But yeah. What am I talking about, honestly? It's not a trauma dump. It's just a funny story.
Yeah. Then do what you feel comfortable. That's the main thing. Like, I don't want to force. Like, you could talk about whatever. Just like, it's always important that you feel comfortable. I mean, I might give an answer, or I might not give an answer, because there's some things I do know, some things I don't know, and some things I'm just like, shit, man. Shit, man, that happened? Okay. But yeah, right. The blanket of minimum stimulus that will create a signal large enough in size and long enough in duration to be brought into awareness. Don't tell me this is the special stimulus. This showed a conscious perception. But yeah. Oh, sorry. I almost got bread stuck in my throat.
I can tell the abridged version of it. Then if you want to vote, just tell me and I'll type it over multiple messages.
I think we'll just do the abridged stories, since to be fair, yeah, we'll just do the abridged story. While you're doing that, I'm gonna keep on eating and studying. Weber's law states that the just noticeable difference from a stimulus is proportional to the blink of the stimulus. Sometimes it is the maximum threshold. Magnitude. Oh my god. Why do I have M? I had M stuck in my head.
Okay, wait.
Okay, let me just hide that for a second. Okay, let me just hide that for a second, cause, okay, that, I didn't realize that was gonna happen, but, I feel like, okay, wait, let me think of how to say it. So I removed that because I wanted to make sure, well, I feel like you should make sure to, like, it is an embarrassing story, but like, also, I don't think it's something to should be given to public, because it's like this is what's going through my head right now, because if you're a kid that did that, it's kind of like, let me think of how to say it properly. Maybe I might just be overreacting, but I just want to be more on the safe side, because I feel like there's a lot of misinterpretation that can come out of it. Like, sorry, I'm also like smacking my lips a lot because one of my teeth has surgery, so my mouth gets dried very easily. But I don't want to put any moment of saying like that's not something you should like feel ashamed of. I'm more towards the fact that it's like, what the fuck? Because it's like, well, one, you were like a child for that, and two, I don't. I guess I'm just worried about it, cause it's like, it's not trauma dumping. That's not for that's not true. Yeah, it's not trauma dumping, cause you were a kid. You didn't really know that stuff. I can see how it's embarrassing, but at the same time, I'm also like wondering like, why out in public? Unless it's like a pool or something, because like then it makes sense why you went out and did that. But I think like, kind of like make sure it's nothing. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just thinking too much. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything to like ruin it or anything. So, but yeah, but I can see why. I want to make sure because like, yeah, because this shit is YouTube, man. But I'm more towards like trying to make sure it's like, I don't know. But you learn, you live, you learn. It happens, it happens. I hope like, oh my god, I hope we didn't get scarred by it or like nothing bad happened from it. Like if it's an embarrassing story, that's all. That's at least that's a good thing. My god, like. Is it because I'm eating this that my mouth is getting more salty? Please don't tell me I can't enjoy food anymore.
Oh yeah, I was in public. Oh, I was in.
Okay. At least that's good. Yeah, for a second I thought that was public, and I was about to be like, okay, that's kind of concerning. What? Yeah. Maybe this is like I'm trying to be careful too with like YouTube stuff, because like, I mean, I swear a lot, but I don't want to like have like. Maybe it's just a me thing, because I'm trying to be careful about like what sort of conversations okay to talk to or not, because that's how. I don't know what's the current situation with YouTube, because after watching, because I try to watch my quote unquote YouTube news, where I try to get up to date about like what's the current trend, what's the current situation, and essentially what's going around in the world. Because I'm trying to be like cautious about certain things, because I don't want. Oh my god, there's been a lot of new changes for both Twitch and YouTube. Well, not changes by the system, but more towards like, because of the spread of awareness of like different topics and stuff. I just don't want to get into that bandwagon.
Well, nothing. I have to put you in the office for this session.
No worries, no worries. I do appreciate it though. No worries. Okay. I think I'm just doing this. I'm just eating food. Nah, but no. But yeah. Let me see. I feel. Oh shit. Am I dropping more food? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think I should be okay now. Jesus. There's been ant seasons round, and there's so many random like bugs attacking me. Every time I go on walks and stuff, the first thing that happens, especially at nighttime, when I go on a jog, I always have 2 to 3 bugs just hit me right in my glasses, like on direct eye contact. So yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go. It's nice meeting you. You have a good night or day.
No worries. Thank you. Appreciate you coming along. But yeah. Why are there photoreceptors in a retina that detects? Okay. Rods and cones. Rods are for light and dark. Yep. That one's easy now. Blink is to clear aqueous humor. There we go. I'm getting it. The blink is the minimum stimulus energy that will activate a sensory system. Sensory system? Let me think. That should probably be... Let me see. If it's like a sensory system, it probably has to be the... Let me think. Let me think. That threshold perception? Absolute threshold. Oh, it's this one. Absolute threshold. Oh, this one's sensory receptors. There we go. See, I'm getting it. Blink are enlargement like peripheral heroes that transmit signals to CNS. I think this was the DRG. Or was it something else? It was like something ganglion. Sensory ganglion. Okay, sensory ganglion. Projecting areas are areas in the forefrontal, okay, where blink occurs. I think it was perception. Sensory processing. There we go. Blink provides a binocular cue that facilitates depth perception. Binocular cue that facilitates depth perception. Huh. Blink provides a binocular cue that facilitates depth perception. Depth perception. What was that one again? If it was depth perception, it should have been the. Oh god, I'm trying to remember this. Okay. Was it parallel processing? Wait, no. Parallel processing was in the retinal disparity. Damn it! Retinal disparity. Okay. Playing theory refers to the effect of non-sensory factors such as experience, motives, and expectation on perception of stimuli. Ugh. I think it was perception theory. Is it perception theory? Jesus. Signal detection. Oh, signal detection. Okay. Blank cells processes motion. Oh, that's the mono. Yeah, it's the mono something. Magnocellular. Okay, never mind. Also, gonna get a 20th rubber. How many rubber ducks are here? Oh shit, there's one on fire? Oh god. Why do I have a lot of ducks on foot? Yeah, what the? Oh, that one breathes out fire. Okay, anyway, enough ducks. Okay, let me keep studying. Magnocellular. Horizontal and amago cells integrate signals from ganglion cells and perform horizontal and integrate signals from ganglion cells and perform. What was it? Okay, wait. Horizontal endocrine cells integrate signals from ganglion cells and performs. Oh, it's the edge sharpening. God damn it, edge sharpening. Okay, the eye structures gathers and filters incoming light. Oh, this thing's the. Is it retina? No, it's cornea. God, I keep mixing it up. It's either cornea or retina. Oh, this one shapes. Yep. The eye structure reflects incoming light to focus in on the retina. There's the cornea, the iris. The iris is changing in pupils. Corneum was the. God damn it, what was it? Lens. Oh, this is parallel processing. Here we go. Can increase or decrease or something. Hush now, spammer. Go to the shadow realm. Anyway, can increase or decrease our sensory receptivity to the stimuli. Oh, sensory adaptation. Sensory adaptation. Because it's stimuli adapting. Okay. The eye structure is the sensory membrane that lines the back of the head. Is that the cornea? No. Oh my god. Why do I keep saying cornea? Is it actually cornea? No, it's the retina. God damn it. The retina. Okay. Retina, lens, cornea. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, wait. Minimal stimulus energy that will create a signal large enough in size and long enough in duration to brought into awareness. I feel like it was stimulus processing or something. Was it? Oh, threshold of conscious perception. Conscious perception. Conscious being aware. Perception. Okay. Oh yeah. Cones are color. Yep. This one's iris. Yeah, control pupil. Just noticeable difference. Noticeable. Huh. Oh, magnitude. Got it. Okay, oh, is this maximum threshold? Absolute. Oh my god, absolute, not maximum. I keep mixing up with the two. Okay, projection areas are areas of the brain where blank occurs. Sensory processing. Sensory processing. Yes. Yes. Is this ganglia sensory? Sensory ganglia? Yes. Yes. Depth perception. I think this was magna. No. That's the motion. Magnovoclear. Retinal disparity. Retinal eyes disparity. Okay. Yeah, cellular. Yeah. I'll put good because it just takes me a while. Okay, wait. I think I went through 10 of them. My goal is to try to get 20. If I can get 20, I think I made a good pacing. Length refers to the effects of non-sensory factors such as experience, motives, and expectation on perception of stimuli. I really want to say sensory processing theory. I don't think that's the case. Signal detection. Signal detection. Signal detection. My god, this is killing me. Okay. Let me think. What can I do for this thing? Okay, come on. Gathers and filters incoming. That's cornea, right? Yeah, cornea. Cornea is for light. That'll be good. Horizontal and similar integrates signals from ganglia and signal cells and perform. I really want to call it step down processing or something. Edge sharpening. Oh, it's edge sharpening. Edge sharpening. The eye structure reflects light to focus in on the retina. There's cornea, lens, and what's this one? Lens? Yeah, lens. Okay. Give the visual pathway. Ah, son of a bitch. Okay. I know this one's the eye. And the very start is the brain. Oh shit, it's the other way around. Eye, optic nerves, optic chiasm, optic tract, lateral ganglia nucleus, visual radiation, and visual cortex. Well, shit. How many of these are there? Okay. Oh, that's a new one. Is this sensory adaptation? Yes. That blank is the structure that lines the back of the eye. So there is lens, there is cornea, there is this retina? Yes, retina, okay. I feel like this was perception It was like something perception stimulus or something. Let me think. That show conscious perception. Conscious perception. Eye optic concept optic track. I think this was called the LAGS. LGN. Lateral ganglion nucleus. Lateral ganglion nucleus. Okay. The three division of the son of a bitch. Wait, there's the cochlear. There's this outer, mid, and inner. Outer, middle, and inner. Okay. Oh shit! I got this. The blank ear includes the pinna, okay, external auditory canal, and the tympanic membrane. Wasn't that the middle? I remember pinna was in the middle. Oh, it's outer. Okay. Oh, pinna. I got it mixed up with this thing here. That little stuff. Okay. Magnitude of the stimuli. Let me think. The blank is a minimum stimuli that will activate a sensory system. Is that the absolute threshold? Oh, there it is. The blank ears include the malleus, the incus, and the stapes. Is that inner? Oh no, that's middle. Yeah, the last one's probably going to be inner, but I'm going to retry that again so I don't memorize it. Or, yeah. Hammer? What the hell is a hammer? Hammer, anvil, stirrup. Oh, I hate this ear. Oh, I hate the ear now. Okay. Let me think. The mouse is one of the three. Okay. Okay, it's just gonna keep going. Is this retinal disparity? Oh, okay. I'm getting it. Signal detection theory, signal detection theory, signal detection theory. God, I can't memorize it for the life of me. And sharpening. Is this the rod? Anvil. Oh. Stirrup. So there's stirrup, anvil, hammer. Is that the outer? Wait, cochlear, vestibular, separate. Oh no, that's the ear. Okay. The eye, optic nerve, optic chasm, optic tract, the D something something. I forgot these two. Optic nerve, optic chasm, optic tract. Oh. NCT, okay. LGN. Visual radiation, visual cortex, okay. Is this the middle? Oh, the pinna. External auditory canal. Oh, ear canal. Okay. Okay, I'll be back. I need to wash my hands and get more water because my mouth is so dry. Alright, I am back. I had more water. And I have no idea why we're going in much more zoom for each of the duckies. That's what I've learned. Each of the duckies. Okay. Now, I'm gonna get 3 more of my words, and then I'm just gonna start prepping up for, what was it called? I'm gonna start prepping up for the YouTube stuff, because I think I managed to get a decent amount, because my goal was, I think, around 20. I think I managed to get around 10 to 15, so I'm gonna get 3 more. The ear structure is a thin flap that is stretched tight and vibrates when sound hits it. Is that the tap button? Oh, tympanic membrane. Tympanic. Blink is the minimum stimulus that will create a signal large. Oh yeah, wait, I gotta take my medication too. Side warning, I might be a little sleepy because my medicine makes me go all sleepy. I think that's just normal though. There you go. Okay, let me think. I always hate it when this happens. Okay, let me think. What if I do this? Okay. Minimal stimulus that will receive a large enough in size and long enough duration to be brought to awareness. This one is not retinal disparity. This one is the brought into awareness. This one is the perception no. Threshold conscious perception. Threshold of conscious. Threshold. Okay. DLG. The something logging. DLG. LGN. Okay. Lateral nucleus. LGN. Okay. The ear contains the pinna, external auditory canal, and tympanic. This one's the middle, isn't it? Oh, outer, because of tympanic. Oh, pinna. Why am I forgetting pinna? Okay. The blank ear contains the malleus, the incus, and steps. Well, I really want to call it middle, but that's just with context. Incus. I think that was called the malleus and incus. I think I'll use. Okay, malleus is hammer, incus is ankle, steps is stirrup. Okay, the malleus is one of the 3. It's and is the hammer. Yeah, but I just did it horizontal. I'm gonna increase signals and perform the integration, or I think there are the ganglia something. Edge sharpening. Jesus. Okay. Incus is one of the 3 us, and is the there's the incus is the anvil, isn't it? Okay. Blank theory refers to the nonsense factors such as experience, motion, and expectation on perceptions of stimuli. Shit, man, I can't recognize that. I think that is called the signal detection theory. Damn it. Safe is one of those. That's the stirrup, isn't it? There we go. Okay. The blank ear is inside the. Oh, that's the inner, isn't it? Cochlear. Yeah. Okay. If I see it next time, then I'm gonna be like, okay, there you go. Ear structure transmits sound from the pinna to the eardrum. That is the ear canal, or the ear something membrane. Ear membrane. External auditory canal. Oh. I'm calling it ear canal. Just in case. So this is the ear. This is the optic nerve. This one's optic tract. This one's optic optic nucleus, optic net. Okay, and then LGN, the lateral ganglion nucleus, and then something. Optic nerves, optic chasm, optic tract, lateral ganglia nucleus. Okay, ganyclete. Okay, lateral ganyclete nucleus. Visual radiation, visual cortex. Okay, axis of funnel, which assists in directing the sound further into. Is that the pinna? Yes, pinna. The cochlea translates sounds into blank to be sent to the brain. The cochlea transfers sound into The ear canal? Nerve impulses. Oh, okay. The blink is a sensory system responsible for providing our brain with information about motion, head position, and special origin. It is also involved with motor function that allows us to keep our balance. That, is it the cochlear? Oh, vestibular system. Okay. Semicircular. Okay. Semicircular canals are responsible for motions and balances. Oh, just balance. Just balance. Okay. The superior olive is located in the mid, and its function is to semicircular are responsible for when you move your head around the end of the liquid inside the segment sloshes around and moves the tiny hairs that lines each. Why is this back here? The ear structure is responsible for the startle reflex and vestibular. Inferior colliculus. Okay. The blink reflex keeps the eyes fixed on a single point as the head rotates. I actually don't know this one. Vestibular ocular reflex. Huh. Give the auditory pathway. Oh god. Ear canal? Cochlear, vestibular, cochlear nerve, medial ganglion nucleus, and oh, this one's medial, and the other one's lateral. Okay. And auditory cortex. Okay. Medial ganglia nucleus. Okay, well, I just did that. Smell is the distinct detection of volatile or aerosol chemical by the nose chemoreceptor or something. Olfactory. Okay. Oh yeah. Olfactory is another one. Okay. Blink is the thin flap of skin that's stretched like a drum and vibrates when sound hits it. Is that the cardiac? No, that's the tympanic membrane. Tympanic. Ooh, is that hormones? Pheromones. Oh. 5 category tastes are salty, sweetness, umami, spicy, and bitter. Sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. Oh, that one. I swear, I have to know this. If I didn't know this, I wouldn't call myself a food tuber, a food vtuber. Okay, this one's good. The item missing from the visual pathway is the lateral nucleus ganglion. Lateral ganglion nucleus. Yeah. Blank refers to 4 touch modulus: pressure, vibration, pain, and temperature. Is that just sensory? Somatosensation now. The blink is the minimum stimulus will create a large enough signal and large enough in duration to be brought into awareness. It's not absolute threshold. That is the threshold of something perception. Threshold of awareness perception. Conscious perception. Okay, consciousness. The blank ear includes the malleus, the incus, and the stapes. Is that the outer? Yeah, because of malleus. Oh, it's middle. Okay. The malleus is one of the 3 outs in the middle ear and is the hammer. Yes. The incus is of the 3 and is the anvil. Yeah. Horizontal hammer increases. This is the signal detection theory. Signal detection. No, edge sharpening. Jesus. Edge sharpening. Okay. The blank ear includes the pinna, external auditory, and the tympanic membrane. The pinna is outer. Yes. Okay. The blank is the minimum distance necessary between 2 points of stimulation on the skin, such that the point will be felt as 2 distinct. 2-point threshold. Did not know about that. The blank ear includes the cochlear vestibular. That's the inner. Yeah. The ear structure transmits sounds from the pinna to the eardrum. I want to say ear. It's either ear. It's ear canal / the external something. The external auditory canal. Okay, I'll just do that. Auditory canal. Stapes is one of those, and is the there's the hammer, anvil, and stirrup. Stapes is one of the 3, and is the isn't it stirrup? What the hell is going on? Blink is a temperature that is felt by the skin as neither warm nor cold. Physiological 0. What the? Okay. No receptor senses. Smell? Pain. Oh, no sense. Okay. The blank theory of pain asserts that non-painful stimuli closes the nerve gates to painful, which prevents pain sensation from traveling to the central. Don't know this one. Gate control theory. Jesus. Blank is the sense that tells you information about your body position, movement, body. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Eye, optic nerve, optic chiasm, optic tract, LGN. Oh, okay, that's the eye. Top-down processing is the direction of an object by analyzing it. Analyzing it the moment you see it. By memories. Using memories idea. Bottom taking. Oh, okay. Top down. Top to down is from memories. Using your brain. Top is the brain. Oh yeah, memories and cochlear translates sounds into blank to be sent to the brain. Into waves. Nerve impulses. I think this one is in the middle, and its function is to brain sound and localized sound. Semi are responsible for balance. Oh, semi canal. Okay. Why am I forgetting this whole crowd? Fuck. Okay. Vestibular system. Membrane vestibular. Okay. The blink structure is responsible for the star reflex and vestibular ocular reflexes. Inferior colliculus. Auditory. Auditory is ear, then outer, middle, inner. Fuck. Cochlear, vestibular nerve, medial ganglion nucleus, and auditory cortex. So MGN, auditory cortex, vestibular cochlear nerve. Oh my god, this is. Ugh. Every time I see this is just giving me a headache. The blank reflex keeps the eyes fixed on a single point as the head rotates. Oh my god, is that the semi-oculate system? Vestibular ocular reflex. Damn it, I only knew ocular. Vestibular ocular reflexes. Smell is the detection of chemical by the olfactory chemical receptor. Hell yes. Identify the missing. Okay, cochlear, vestibular nerve. This one's the medial ganglia. Okay, so there's LGN and MGN. Medial ganglia nucleus. Okay, gotcha. The ear structure is the thin flap of skin that is stretched tight like a drum and vibrates when sound. Is that the tympanic drums or tympanic membrane? I know it's tympanic. Tympanic membrane. Got it. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I was between drums or membrane. I went with tympanic membrane. Blank are chemicals given off pheromones. Blank refers to 4 touch modulus: pressure, vibration, pain, and sound, and temperature. This is the somatosensation. I'll be, yeah. Using bottom-up processing will process what you visualize first, and then the analysis. Like, this is the thing you look at face value and you try to understand it. Details first, then whole object. Well, fuck. Okay, well, that doesn't work then. Details and whole. The blank includes the malus, incus, and the steps. I think this one is the middle. Yes, middle. Blank are principles of horror mind group stings. Gestalt project. Gestalt principle. Jesus Christ. Why is I remember this, but I was like, I don't remember the whole thing, and I was like, but I remember near. Fuck. God, I could never understand Gestalt. Okay, the blank is the minimum stimulus that would create a signal large enough in size and long enough in duration to be brought into awareness. This one is the theory of conscious perception. Threshold of conscious threshold, not theory. Threshold. Fuck, I'm getting close. The blank is the minimal distance between 2 points on the skin that will be felt as two distinct. Is this the 2-point system? 2-point threshold. Okay, 2-point threshold. That feels like 2 points. Okay. Horizontal increase from. This is the edge sharpening, isn't it? Edge sharpening? Yes. Okay, I'm done with this. Okay. Ear structure transmits sounds from the pinna to the eardrum. Is that the tympanic again? External. No, it's the ear canal. Damn it! Ear canal. Nociceptor. That's pain. Yes. The blank theory refers to the effect of non-sensory factors such as experience, motives, and expectation on perception of stimuli. Don't tell me this is the no detection theory or no point. Fuck. I'm trying to remember. It was the one that had that weird chart where it's like the bias statement, type 1, type 2 bias. This one's something. Is this a signal detection theory? Yes! Yes! Okay. Blank is the scene that tells you information about your body position. I forgot. Proprioception. Blank is the temperature that is felt by the skin as neither. This one was like the. I want to call it the absolute zero or the zero something something. Physiological zero. Okay. Superior is located in the brainstem and its function is to balance. Localized sound. Semicircular are responsible for balance. Yes. Got that. The blank theory of pain asserts that non-painful to painful, which prevents pain from traveling to the center. The gate control. Oh, gate control. Okay. I think that should be good enough. I went through and memorized a lot. All right. Now that that's out of the way, let's check up on my YouTube gig, which is, drumroll please, we gotta go to Korea. And Jesus Christ, how many ducks do I have here now? Let me go to Korea. Okay, so the current project I'm trying to do right now is that I have I technically have 3 different video ideas. I need to start scripting, so let's start it from there. Okay, let's see. Let me see. I think what I'll do is that. Wait, why is my Korea not showing up? Okay, hold up a second. Let me just swap it up. Hold up a second. There you go. Why is this hot? You're not even. You're playing ducks. How's my. Okay, you know what? Oh, that's probably why. Okay. Let's do graphics as. Let's just do it as low. Because apparently my computer's acting all hot. There we go. This is better. Wait. Setting. Let's do off. Low resolution. Now that I look at it, it's kind of like I don't know why it looks like toys for some reason. Okay, that should be good. I did not realize that's how much processing powers this. I'm like trying to like double check on my like situation, and now I'm just realizing, okay, well, goddamn, it's doing a lot, huh? Anyway, so I had some video ideas that I am trying to put up in the making. So one of them is my Silent Hill. So I'll do first one. So I have these ideas. Silent Hill 2. Control. So currently, let's do it black. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Cross off. Shit. Okay. I don't know why it is peach, but okay. Let's see, what do we have here? Also, maybe I'm gonna feel so tired because of my medication, but yeah. Okay, so these are the ideas I have. I have one for Silent Hill 2. The other ones I have is for what was it called again? Yeah. And then other one is what's Metal Gear? Yeah, Metal Gear Solid. So I had these games ideas, and a lot of the, well, this one, the Millennia idea is, the YouTube idea I'm gonna go for is how I beat her / Millennia experience. So that's the first part, which is this one, which I'm like, okay, so that's one of them I'm thinking of trying to set up. The other one is Silent Hill 2. Experiencing for first time. So that's the second one. And the third one is like the fat man, but it's probably gonna be the experience. So that's what I've had. And I was like, the ideas I was trying to make between these three is the fact that, like, so there was one YouTuber, I really did like his style, but I didn't want to like copy it there. Like I wanted to figure out like my own style for it. But I started to realize like I kind of do like the review style of like video games, since I don't necessarily, I mean, well, one, I just want to do it as a moment of me like experiencing game itself. Like as a newbie who has not been so familiar with some games from the past, I'm trying to see if there's a way I can like, I can try to do something like interesting with it, like trying to tell it from more my own perspective, like a newbie's kind of style perspective of like, oh, I've never played this game before, so I want to like emphasize like, oh, I feel like blah 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 blah, or I feel like this blah 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 blah. That's how I'm feeling right now. Trying to think what's a good way. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know why. Oh yeah, it's the medication kicking in. I always have trouble whenever I'm just like, I take my medication and next thing you know, I'm getting all sleepy. Okay, let me think. Because I do have the, what if, okay, now I'm getting stumped with this. Yeah, because this is what happens whenever I try to like make YouTube videos about this. Because whenever I start to edit, I always have ideas of like, oh, this is like my start goal. But then the problem is just like how to have it formulaic. Because sometimes I can just go at it like bullshit crazy and just be like, yeah, blah 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 blah, like go do my like random spew and shenanigans. But sometimes it's like, this thing. Let me think. I could try to turn it into a YouTube short format. Maybe if I have it as a YouTube short format, I can do something more to it. Have a video idea for it, build it up, and use like shorts and clips for it to kind of like talk more about it. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else would be a good YouTube idea for this. Okay, I can do like a shorts clip, try to have it all set up, be like, oh, this is what they experienced, do that, blah 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 blah. Is that the right way? Shit. Yeah, this is why it takes me a while whenever I make videos, because I'm just like thinking like, because like I tried using other channels as references, because it's like I do like wanting to do like a review style, have some sort of jokes and sticks with it, and try to like, but I want to do like a little like fresh mindset of like someone who hasn't played the game, someone who's like new, and this is like their first experience. Like when you watch this video, I wanted to give the impression of like, oh my god, like this is the first time someone has done this or has been quote unquote like acting like I remember acting like this, like some sort of like a connection. I wanted to do that, and then I saw like other ideas of like where one of the channels I was like watching where when he's like reviewing videos, it's like pure on crack, where it's like he makes so many different references all up and going everywhere. Also, Jesus, I forgot how big my Credia is, but like it's all over the place. And that's why I'm like trying to see if there's might be a better, more efficient, well, not efficient way, but it's like I want to be able to make the references, but I don't want to like go on like 150 trying to make all these references. So that's this tough thing. That's why I'm trying to think of like it's gonna take me a while, but I can do like bits and shorts of it, so I can have like different kind of like perspectives. Like I make the whole video, and then I use the shorts to make it like sponsored bits. I think I'm gonna try to do is like I'm gonna have like the main and ending completed. Like sorry, the beginning and end, and the middle is the one where I'm gonna just take a while. And as I'm working in the middle, I'll take breaks from there, make a short clip, use that short clip to kind of like endorse it, but like I'm gonna like try to like save it to the end, because like I know the purpose for like shorts is like you're supposed to like introduce it a bit more. You have your idea, and then you go more into it, so that people will be like, damn, like I want to watch this video because this short looks so epic, and I want to make it in like my own style that's like it makes sense. My god, this shit always hurts my head. How can I do this? How can I do this? Okay. I think I do have an idea. So I'll go off from that. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna go off from that perspective, go it from there, build it up. So I think what I'll try to do is, because it's been a while, I want to do the Silent Hill, because the new Silent Hill game is coming out. So I want to use that as the basis for like the search term and terminology. So that's my first goal. Have that for the Silent Hill first. Second one will probably be the Metal Gear. I'm gonna see if I can still have my old Metal Gear clip and try to go off from it. And I'm just gonna, main goal is just kind of quick review, enjoy it, and just be like, just talk about the game experience. It doesn't have to be anything special. I keep on emphasizing trying to make it bigger than what it should be, when I realize a lot of YouTube stuff is kind of just repetition. Like no one's original, I'll be fair with that. Or sometimes there are some originalities, but it's like a deviation from another one that looks original, but it's actually a reference to something else. Yeah, I think that should be good. I did do a decent amount for studying for psychology, so I deserve a little fun time. Okay. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I think I have an idea then. So I have these three. I'm gonna formulate it out. Oh shoot. Stop. Let me change the color. Because I have the video clips. The problem is, it's just I haven't edited the full thing. I have to start and last, but I still want to make it like my style. So, because like, I know if I take too many reference from other like shows, it starts to get clouded of what kind of videos I like to make. So, I think I'll just do that. So what I'll do is like, I'll try to have the first and last completed, and I'm gonna make like 3 shorts in a row of that video. I don't want to make it too big. Instead, I'm probably gonna make it something like around like nothing too complicated, but at the same time, I don't want to make it like yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. It shouldn't be too bad. Why am I thinking so much for this? It should be something I enjoy and relax. Fuck. Once I'm done with that, I gotta write out my resume and then send in my application. Shit. I need to figure out. Also, welcome to the stream where I came back from my little hiatus. I'm just trying to come up with like ideas for my YouTube video because I've been working on it a while, and I kind of got slumped because I was like thinking to myself like, how exactly am I gonna formulate it? Because I can't finish the video immediately. I know that for sure, and I'm trying to like. It's like I want to make something, but I don't want to go so in depth to the point where I'm just like I don't know what exactly I'm doing. So I'm between these categories because I got like my main goal is just like I want to make like a review kind of like video. The problem is it's just that I take too long and I'm so stuck with the finer detail that I'm trying to be like, you know what, if I get stuck into the finer detail, I might as well make like shorts based off of it. But a part of me is like, but if I make shorts, like there's gonna be moments where it's like my main goal for shorts is to spread awareness of the YouTube video. But the problem is that I'm also like that's the thing, like I can't finish the video first because I know it's gonna take me a while because I'm gonna be so stuck into the small details. But at the same time, I want to make videos of like both big and shorts of the content. But it's like I'm trying to find that balance between the two. It's like you want to make videos, but you haven't finished the end product. And you can't finish the end product unless you make the videos. And I thought like maybe I'll just make like I'll just do bit by bit of the main video, and then once I get stuck, I make a short out of it. But I don't post a short. Instead, I save it and then just keep on working bit by bit on the main video again each time. Like I get stuck, I make a video, and once it's all done, I just submit the videos first, and then I just submit the short bit by bit to the public, so it keeps that algorithm going. And I know like for YouTube, like I don't like I should do whatever I want whenever, all that random shenanigans and all that stuff, but I feel like I still want to put in some moment to at least get the algorithm pumping out of my content. Ah, shit, and then I gotta figure out the thumbnail and all that stuff too. Oh, isn't that fun? Okay. I think I have an idea. I guess I'll try to do bits. That's the only thing I have in mind to work up on all this stuff.
I hope. Yeah. I feel like I'm making this more complicated than I should be. Okay. I think I'll try to do that. Hopefully that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I'll get that all figured out from bit by bit, doing the shorts formula. Because at least I'll have much more shorts. And if I'm truly stuck, I mean, I'm not going to think about it too hard. I mean, even though it's a review, I'm not going to make it like a big all end. And if I'm still like iffy about it, I can always make another video about it. Because I do like the game. I do like the games. Because like I need a goal. I need a goal whenever I make like YouTube video content. It's like you don't want to make it like too like confusing. Fuck. Okay, wait. I am getting tired now. The medication is kicking in. I don't want to drink energy drink. It's really bad. I know, like, if you're like so tired because I essentially took like a sleeping medication, or not really. That's the side effect. That's the side effect from it. If I'm taking that, and then I'm like, oh shit, I can't sleep. I need to, I need to wake myself up, and I drink energy drink. I feel like that's a party in your stomach, and not a good one. I gotta think. My god, why do I do this to myself? You know what? The bright thing is I did study a bit. That's the good thing. That's the good thing. The main goal was we need to at least study. That was the main goal. Problem is, shit. I can be like, oh, I wish I studied more. I wish I did more stuff. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I think I have an idea. So we'll do that. So I'm gonna try to work on the short stuff. At least I'm gonna have all these like videos kind of like cleaned up and edited. It's better to have something done than nothing. But then I won't like think about it too much. Because some of the upcoming games that's coming over, I still have the Mario Bonanza, so I know I'm gonna start getting ready with the Mario Bonanza, and then I'm gonna also start getting ready with the Donkey Kong 2. Sorry, the Donkey Kong first. Yeah, Donkey Kong first, and then the Elden Ring DLC. I still haven't finished the Elden Ring DLC. I still have not. I did say I'm gonna be open to getting myself rebirthed because my setup is dog shit. It's not easy. I just want the cheese method. Cause my god, after all those attempts, even I'm just like, no more, man. I can't do it anymore. Cause, fuck. Why am I thinking about this so complicated? Take it one time. Take it a time. So yeah. Okay, so while I'm getting those 3 videos, because at least like within those 3 videos, I'm just gonna edit down, cut up the video clip, and you know what? If the first video doesn't work, it's okay. I can always make a different story or make more content out of it. I gotta remain positive about that. The second thing is that I'll get the Donkey Kong and Elden Ring DLC ready, because I know one of the games I do want to play that's coming up would be the Metal Gear, the new Silent Hill, and I forgot the other one. I know I had a couple lists. And I do have some games into my collection, but I know those current games are the ones I want to play at the moment because of the trending, and also I really do like those games. Oh, but the moment Rhythm Heaven Fever comes out on the Switch 2, I am getting that game on day one. I love that series. I played the 3DS, I played the Wii. Oh my. It makes me so pissed, but at the same time, it's so satisfying being able to be consistent with the beats. Okay, so we got those. So we got 2 thumbnail. I gotta start prepping. Actually, no, technically it would just be 1 thumbnail. Because the Elden Ring DLC, I already have that thumbnail, and it's not too bad. So we have that one. We have the... What was it? Oh, yeah. We have ourselves the... Because I already have the Silent Hill clips already downloaded. I have that on my editing drive. Problem is, it has so many clips, so cut down, and any extra will turn into like a short format. We'll do that. So we'll have 2 file lists. One is gonna be the vid review, and then the other one's gonna be the shorts. Because I already have the shorts. I do like some of the short videos I do make for it. Same thing with the Metal Gear, but I have to download all the video file. So video. Okay. The Elden Ring Millennia, that one, oh my god, that one's gonna be a long one. I think that one I might dedicate it to be like 25 minutes around, approximately, that YouTube video. Because I did so much. Like, I mean, I could technically cut it down, but I at least want to make it a minimum of 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all I want for that video. Because, like, Jesus, I spent so much time just... Like, it wasn't only killing her, or she killing me. It was legit me going on a fucking like monster quest. Like, I had to go around, figure out some weapons, figure out some new skills, which I don't end up using, fighting some other bosses as like little warm-up and train-ups, and finally, after each multiple attempts of just getting killed by her over and over again, I found one that worked, and then she was like, oh, okay, she died, and I'm like, fuck, I'm out of this sick hole till my future self deals with this problem, which is currently me right now. Fuck. Now I understand those clips of videos where people are like being like, fuck you. What do you mean fuck you? Yeah, fuck you in like in 10 minutes from now on. What do you say that? Cause I'm you from the future or something. Yeah. That's how I feel. Oh, I gotta take my bits of breaks, of water breaks, because my tongue is so dry. My tongue is so dry. I am contemplating about making like, not like a stream out of this. Let me think. Yeah, I think I've just been so like out of the loop for a while with like what I needed to do. Like, I legit put a lot of my stuff on hold because of the things I was getting ready for. Now that I'm back in, like, I mean, I don't necessarily have to stress out for it because I'll be frank. Like, I know not everything's like permanent, but like it takes a while for like shit go crazy. But I feel like it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. My god, I am feeling so tired. I'm so tired right now. Jesus, the medication is really kicking in pretty strong. It's a pain medication, and now I'm so sleepy. I did see the side effects saying drowsiness may occur, but like, holy, I am like falling asleep right now. Like, I'm like forgetting every other seconds of what I exactly just said. I mean, I can barely hold myself for a bit, but okay, I might get ready to sleep. Okay. I'm gonna end it from here, but we do have some good ideas. I have a built-up idea. I was able to study a lot, which I am very proud about. I am very proud I've been able to study. I'm just sleepy as hell. I am so sleepy. Okay, well then. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm gonna start ending the stream a bit. So yeah, I'm hoping I'll be able to get my schedule finalized, but I also gotta figure out my IRL stuff. I gotta
clean up my resume. It's been a while since I last used it, so I need to clean it up and get it ready for my next job. Okay, well then, I want to say to everyone, thank you so much for watching and coming in to tune in. I'm your host, Tonkatsu, and I must say thank you so much. Ciao ciao, bye bye, and hope the duckies was there to help keep you company while I'm doing my weird sporadic pain of cries. And I don't know why these duckies are skiing so fast. But yeah, anyway, thank you everyone so much for watching. I'm gonna be heading out. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.